You're listening to WHPK Chicago 88.5 FM, the pride of the South Side. I'm Leia.
I'm Ria, and today we have a very special guest with us. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
And Daniel and I know each other because we are in the same a cappella group. And we're friends.
Yeah.
Anyways, Daniel has selected a few songs for us today. Do you know which one you want to play first? Well, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Daniel. This is my first time being on Finders Keepers.
Okay.
And I am a happy-go-lucky person. I like long walks on the beach. And my favorite ice cream is Butterfinger Crunch, Bluebell.
Thank you for the fun fact.
We love it. Okay. So you've chosen 3 great songs for us today. Do you have any idea of which one you want to play first? And whichever one you want to play first, would you please introduce for us?
Yes. So the first song that I want to play is Oceania.
Mm-hmm. By?
Bjork featuring Khalees.
Okay. This is Oceania featuring Khalees by Bjork.
And the continent, working with the moon. No one even knows me, but I'm always cold and blue. I'm the womb of the earth. There are worlds of things within me. My belly's always full. Freedom hides on surface. Yes, my heart is deep within. Nations dive and trust me. Nations dive and trust me. I lay them at my shores. They dance with me in time. You show me continents. I see the islands. You count the centuries. I blink my eyes, hooks and spines. There's no one I can reach in my world. Only iris, the skies are floating. My power, yes, is infinite. Across this I do this all for you. I do this all for you. Sons and my daughters. I do this all for you. Your sweat is salty. I am white. I am white. I am white. Your sweat is salty. I am white. I am white. I
Welcome back to Finders Keepers on WHPK Chicago 88.5 FM, the pride of the South Side. I'm Ria,
I'm Leia.
and today we have...
Daniel.
And we just played Oceania by Bjork featuring Khalees. Okay, tell us about this song, Daniel. Why did you choose it? And what do you like about it?
So the immediate reason why I chose this song was because of that that slide, that I think it's like some violins and some sort of electronic instrument, but that like is really cool. I like it for Bjork because it's like one of her like least harsh sounding songs. Not that she doesn't have a good voice, but also like I think that for what it's worth, Khalees, Miss Milkshake, and Bjork blended very well on this song.
Wait, that's crazy that she made the Milkshake song.
Yeah.
Wait, the one...
My Milkshake.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which... I was like, that's the first thing I thought of, but I heard the song and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, no, like... I think that they each brought their singer pipes for this song.
Yeah, they did.
And so... And, like, their tones they have two very distinct, unique tones. And, like, I would have never guessed that they would have been able to blend like that.
Yeah. Also, like... Or, honestly, I'm not even sure that... Like, I'm not sure that their voices blend, but I think it works for this song specifically.
Yeah.
Because, like, it almost sounds like
a conversation.
It's two different people singing their own covers of one song, and then it being overlapped on top of one another, which... I don't mean to say that it doesn't work, but
no, it's cool.
It very much works.
In like a High School Musical kind of way, I can imagine like two kinds of like scenes where it's like they come together and they're singing at the same time, but they're not in the same room.
Yeah. Oh, so true.
And it's
so
like,
true.
yeah.
Also, I think that the one thing
because I think Bjork is singing like your sweat is salty, I'm why, in like a humorous way, but like Khalid, the way she's singing that, she's like, your sweat is salty and I am why.
Oh wow!
And it's also,
they do
like,
have very different vibes.
She's like, I am why, and Bjork is like, your sweat is salty.
You know what? You can like, they both have really interesting and beautiful and unique voices, but I don't think that their voices are
good.
Even... Well, okay, not that. But I don't think that their voices are, like, the focal point of the song.
It's the vocal, like, percussing that's happening in the background, I think.
It's so rhythmic.
Like the grunting in the back?
Yeah, like, the beat is, like,
it's very throaty.
Yeah, it is.
It reminded me of, like, the White Lotus soundtrack from season 1.
God, no, that's good, yeah.
And it was, like, there's something sinister going on, but you can't really tell what it is, or, like, you can't tell what the source of it is.
Yeah, it's so true.
And
that sinisterness is, like, Bjork.
No, it's obviously her. But also, I can't tell how many voices are actually in the song.
Yeah.
Like, is it just Bjork doing, and Khalees doing the background, or is it, like, I imagine, like, a group of people chanting around them in sort of, like, a slightly
chanty.
cultish way.
Yeah. Wait, you have, and I feel like whenever I think about, like, rhythmically interesting songs, I think about your background, which is you were a marching band.
Drum major.
Drum major.
That's funny.
Wait, tell us about that.
About, like...
Being a drum
about
major.
So...
About that.
I was one of 3 drum majors. I was one of 2 of the senior drum majors, but I was not the head senior drum major.
Wait, tell us, because I didn't know what this was before you told me. What is a drum major?
No, I'm confused.
So a drum major conducts for the marching band. Like, so basically, like, sound travels backwards, basically, and percussion is always in the back. So, like, that's an issue whenever you're marching, particularly because you're watching a marching band from, like... You're watching it from, like, the house side, right? From, like, the home team side. And so there's nobody ever on, like, the visitor side at a marching band. So, like, it's empty, and so that echo is very... It's like, yeah, that echo is, like, it's very problematic, so we conduct. The way that we conduct isn't by sound, we look at the way that the percussionists are marching, so we conduct time based off of their feet.
Oh my god!
So, like, a lot of times, drum majors, like, we conduct with, like, earplugs. Because it keeps you...
No, because I always trust you rhythmically.
That's scary. That's scary a little bit because I'm still, like, learning, like, I think rhythm as far as, like, singing and, like, feeling things goes. Also because, like, I guess for voices, like, rhythm isn't something that I think Ellie ever really talks about with us. Like, we feel it, because, like, I feel like we innately feel it.
Yeah.
It's mostly, like, you know, like, sometimes, like, we'll finish, oh my god. That's my, that's my conditioner. But, like, sometimes we'll, like, finish like singing something, and Ellie's like, oh, like we're like flat,
Yeah.
or like we changed keys incorrectly, and like it's like she's like, oh, I don't know what key we're in, and it's like the way that like that like is like it's like actually kind of a phenomenon because like you don't feel it in the moment, but also like
Do you think that you gravitate towards music that is like that speaks to you beat wise and rhythm wise rather than vocal? Because you are like such like you love beautiful vocals.
I do. I think that...
Like, is that the prerequisite for the beautiful vocals?
Well, because, like, I just, like hearing healthy singing. I don't know if beautiful vocals is, like, the right term. Because I think that, like...
Healthy singing?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like...
As opposed to unhealthy singing?
Like, the place that the voice is coming from.
Yeah. No,
like,
that makes a lot of sense.
Like, you know, they say, like, a lot of things about, like, singing in the mask and, like, whatever the fuck that means. Like, I don't know. Like,
no, of course. It's fine. we do it all the time.
I think that, like, if I can tell that, like, you aren't singing past your face, it's something that my voice teacher always used to say. I'm like, oh, like... You aren't getting, like, super duper wide with it.
Yeah.
Like, you're singing in the mask. Like, I think Addison Rae, I love her voice a lot. And the thing is, like, it's weird. It's, like, really weird because the thing is, like, I don't think that, like... I think also part of why, like, I liked Diet Pepsi, like, the singing... I think that the key change at the end is, like, yeah, like, heard of it before. But, like...
It's Diet Pepsi, Addison Rae song.
Yeah. And so, like... And it came out, like, right after I finished watching Pop Star Academy on Netflix.
Oh, my God.
But I was just like, whoa, like, if she, like, she sings, like, her voice, her vocal cords sound, like, very, like, healthy and, like, she's, like, ready to, like, use them because she's learning how to use them. Whereas, like, with Rina Sawayama, I can tell that she's classically trained and that, like, when she entered her stardom, there was a point where she was like, yeah, I'm ready to ruin my voice.
Oh my
because,
God.
Like, I mean, like, you can, like, because, like, sometimes, like, you know, like, health has to be, like, spent.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, no, you're right. I think there's also a lot of artists that we listen to on this show specifically that like, vocal health is definitely not their primary concern.
Yeah.
And but there is this whole other subsect of singers and vocalists that, like...
Because you're, like, it's kind of like a sport. Like, if you want to push it to the extreme, sometimes, like, you know, like, everybody's body naturally has different capabilities. Like, some people aren't meant to be, like, singing for 8 hours a week. But, like, the fact that, like, you know, if you're, like, in the industry and, like, you're ready to commit, like...
Wait, that makes me think of, like, the singer-songwriter divide. Like, you know, like... There are some people who are songwriters, there are some people who are singer-songwriters, and there's some people who are singers. But also I know that you care a lot about lyrics in the songs that you listen to.
I do.
So I'm wondering, do you, like, see that distinction at all, or does that distinction not really matter to you?
Like, in this song specifically, or just in general?
In general, but maybe relating to this song.
The way that I'm feeling about lyrics has, like, changed a little bit because I listened to Short and Sweet, and then I started getting into, like, my, like, old Sabrina stuff, and I was like listening to Nonsense. She was like, let's be honest, looking at you got me thinking nonsense. Caught was in my stomach when you walked in. When you put your arms around me, ooh, it felt so good. I had to jump the octave. Okay. Like, that's so corny, but it's like that's like kind of
funny.
It's funny.
It's funny.
And like
that's the thing about pop music.
She's growing up with us, and like so I think that
maybe lyrics are something you like humorous.
For sure, but I think that like actually I'm starting to realize that I don't object to a lot of lyrics as like as much as like I like to think I do. Like I think that like
you're open to silliness.
Like I think that I'm open to like any kind of like style of writing because it's just writing, you know. And it's like yeah.
I think that's a super different take than a lot of the people we've had on this show. And also you're one of the first like full pop baddies we've had.
I love pop music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I love
pop music too. Anyways, we have more pop coming, don't we? Would you say that she's pop?
Shy Girl is... I want to say, like, hyper pop, but I also don't know if, like... I feel like she's probably one of the artists who said something about, like, don't put me in a bubble.
Okay. Well, should we listen to her?
I was thinking that we were going to listen to Could You Help Me
Let's
next.
do that. All right. Do you want to introduce this song?
Yeah, so this is a song that actually Ellie put me onto.
Okay, Ellie.
It's called Could You Help Me by Lucy Rose.
This is Could You Help Me by Lucy Rose.
And the...
Could you help me when I'm fighting my way through each day? Could you see me? Could you feel me in your busy day? Seems like no one worries my mind. I feel like I never leave, I never leave. I don't think I ever really feel for you. Got a feeling like I never leave, I never leave. I don't think I ever really feel for you. Now I'm learning how terribly lonely illness is on a hard day. 'Cause there ever been another way. Got a feeling like I never really, I don't think I ever really feel for you. Got a feeling like I never really, I don't think I ever really feel for you.
For your tomorrow. This is John Denver speaking for the National Arbor Day Foundation. The land means everything to our way of life. Year after year, America's farmers till the soil, bringing new life from out of the ground. We feed the nation and the world because the land is so productive. But will we be as bountiful for future generations? You know, by planting conservation trees, you can protect the land in so many ways. Field windbreaks slow the wind, holding down the topsoil. Filter strips stop erosion along riverbanks and help keep the water clean. And conservation trees bring beauty and wildlife close by. Plant conservation trees for your farm, family, and future. For your free booklet, write Conservation Trees, the National Arbor Day Foundation, Nebraska City, Nebraska.
Plant a tree today for all the world to share.
You're listening to WHPK Chicago 88.5 FM.
I'm Rhea.
I'm Leia, and today we have
Daniel.
And you're listening to Finders Keepers, which happens every Thursday at 11 a.m. CST. Okay, we just heard Could You Help Me by Lucy Rose. This is a song that neither Leia or I have ever heard before, and I really liked it. Daniel, how did you find this song?
So this song was sent to me by Ellie Gilbert Bear. Voices MD.
MD.
Best Arrangement, Laugh 2024.
Oh yeah, watch out for Ellie.
And like this song is just like, I actually don't want to say anything about it because I don't think that like I think that there's a certain amount of like music education that's required to like speak on this.
Wait, no, this is the point of the show. You have to talk about
We're gonna make you talk about it.
I wish that Lucy Rose was here with us to like say something or just like, I don't know.
Pretend you're Lucy Rose, and what would you have to say about your own song?
Like, hi, I'm Lucy Rose, and I think that this song is like a mix of fuck around and find out. Oh,
It's okay.
It's fine.
I feel like this song, like, you know, is like,
Yeah.
like I feel like there might be like an integral or like an element to it that's like, oh, let me throw something down and see if it sticks. But then like the moment that something did stick, like she ran with it, and everything else was super duper intentional.
Wait, what do you think about this stuck?
About
The song that she ran with.
It's like honestly like repetitive as far as lyrics go.
You're right, it's super repetitive.
It's super repetitive, but like,
But I wasn't bored.
I'm not
I think
bored.
the reason I wasn't bored is because, well, this is my thing. Like, I love a strong like piano opening,
line.
like that kind of. It felt like a Fiona Apple kind of opening.
Oh my god, I literally wrote down Fiona Apple.
Yeah, but the thing that got me was like the contrast because her voice is so like silky smooth.
Yeah.
And having that like kind of like, I don't know, the piano kind of sounded confused to me, or like they brought out that kind of emotion to me.
And that's kind of nice with the context.
And also the lyrics kind of have that kind of quality to them. Yeah.
I like it when I think about how I can see it being used in like maybe like film or TV, and like this is a song that I could definitely see being used in like a young adult TV show on Hulu or something.
Wait, that's so good.
And like the English teacher with Brian, that like, have you seen the English teacher?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Should we watch it?
Look up the English teacher.
Okay.
You know the guy, his name is like Brian Alvarez something. He's like on TikTok, but like he's like writing
This?
No. The TV show. Scroll right there.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I have seen
Yeah.
him. Wait, super interesting. Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was a real person.
He's like the writer, and he's like starring in it.
Wow. No, you're so right. This could so be in a YA TV show. I'm thinking even Pretty Little Liars at the right time.
I'm thinking like Switched at Birth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
The Fosters. Those kinds of shows. And oh my god. Wait, I can't believe you wrote that you said Fiona Apple. Because the first thing I wrote was, I'm getting a Claro Fiona Apple mix.
Oh, yeah.
And that the piano is so fun. And I think the instruments in this are so defined. Like, you hear the electric guitar in that middle bridge portion or whatever. The piano is there. There's a very steady beat. But you're right, like, the confusion kind of the piano makes the very repetitive lyrics stand out.
Am I tripping, or is there some sort of like woo in the song too, or am I imagining things? I feel like the song would benefit, or like if there's some if there's some like
Daniel, what would you add to
There's
the song?
probably some secret layers. I love that's why I love demos, because I like finding out like what secret layers there are in a song. But I feel like she might be doing some woo or something, and it might be like muffled in the back.
She has a very calming voice.
Yeah.
I wonder if she does all of her
Because
background
there's some
vocals.
like sort of like driving like.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. I have a feeling it is the lyrics, though. I don't know. Got a feeling like I never even knew you underneath
The
it.
song just has like a lot of
like.
like natural momentum. Like even when it slows down, it's not like, it's like very soothing.
Yeah.
It's not jarring, and it's like, if you were to start the song again, like if you were to listen to it back to back to back, like it would be.
Well, it's funny that you say jarring, because like I found personally Oceania like a little jarring.
That was way more jarring for me.
Yeah, and but like this song, these are two very different picks. So I'm interested. Are these songs of like the current moment for you? Are these songs that you've always liked?
These are songs of the summer.
Oh my god!
Like of the spring summer. Could You Help Me came to me, I think, at the end of winter quarter, early like spring quarter. Lap Dance from Asia, I literally, which is our next song. Lap Dance from Asia, I heard while I was driving back in Texas.
Oh
it
my
just
God.
came on my
Texas,
Spotify. I think it was like my Spotify DJ. But basically, yeah, I was just driving, and typically, like, I had to break out of this where I was like, oh, I don't like listening to new music while I drive. But also, like, I like listening to new music, like, first and foremost.
Yeah.
I like listening, and so I was like, you know
You
what?
are very up to date.
I was like, I'm not gonna stop just because I'm driving. Because, like, I'm like, oh, like, I'd rather listen to it, like, when I'm doing nothing or, like, in my room. But, like, I was like, no, this song is really good. And Oceania, beginning of this summer, and it fell off. Like, I wasn't, like...
It fell off for you?
Well, it didn't
Or
fall
in
off for
general?
me, but, like... So, here's, like, a little bit of Daniel lore. I was supposed to be on Finders Keepers, like... maybe a month ago, and I was like flaky, and had I been on the show like a month ago, I would not have picked
This song.
I would
And
not
then
have
what
picked
was
Oceania.
what became different?
I just like remembered.
You remembered the song.
I just remembered the song, and like, yeah, I think that's like literally it. Because I like the song because it like makes me feel like a 5-year-old. Like I feel like I could teach it to like an elementary school choir, because like it's the harmonies and everything.
Yeah.
And like it's like very like is rudimentary the right word?
Sure.
Yeah, and so like I think that's like why like I think I'm like going back into that like simple like music as far as music goes. Like it's still like a complex, like I think that there's like a complex idea like with Bjork always. But the fact that like I think that like on paper probably the sheet music like I could teach the harmonies to like children, and like that's like the kind of music that I've been appreciating more.
Stuff that you think that you could teach,
like stuff that like,
or that you think that you could dissect down to be simple enough.
Stuff that like reminds me that like being like when mind you it's a duet. Stuff that reminds me that like singing with like people is supposed to be fun and like not like you know like like it doesn't have to be like super duper thoughtful, even though it is a thoughtful song, but it's like as far as like the harmonies go,
no, you're
like,
right, it feels a little, I think the feeling is carelessness, and like that is intentional,
and it feels like maybe it's because I'm a theater kid, but like I feel like if you don't care about the singing as much, like you can like actually like add like your own like soul and like heart into it because of the fact that like the harmonies aren't that hard, and like that makes me like excited and happy because it means that like probably like a bunch of people could like you know like I could hear my dad being like I am why, like I could like because like it's like in your head it's catchy, and it's like if you have the notes like and you just remember them, like
that's why artists like, I mean, very praised musicians like Jacob Collier, their music isn't necessarily accessible to a lot of people. You know, like it's really hard to sing along, and it's not. I don't know. It's not super followable, even though it's beautiful. And like, if you want music to feel like an embodied experience when you're listening to it, and you're that type of person, like maybe you love dancing to music and you love singing along to music, you're not necessarily going to be. You are probably going to gravitate towards songs that have this sort of, like you said, rudimentary feel to it, which I think is awesome.
I think it's like 5 or 6 notes, but they're like all in like the same part of your voice too, and so like I got out of the shower literally 2 days ago, and I was Like, I was like, wait, like, out of context, just, I am white, like, out of context, like, just singing that line, like, it could be a completely different song with that same kind of, like, it could be, like, a more complex song.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's, like, I'm singing, like, I'm singing that line, and I'm like, wait, no, it's, like, Oceania. Like, it's all the stuff in the back, like what you were saying.
Yeah. Wait,
Leia, like that zing, like that sound, like the sounds and stuff.
This is so different from your music taste.
Oh yeah,
I'm super interested to hear your thoughts.
Well, I do listen to some Bjork, but I would say like, wait, when was this released? Was this?
I think 2011.
The Oceania or the
2012.
But I listen to like, I don't listen
or 2004.
Oh, wait, interesting. For some reason, it sounds.
Wow.
Okay, I'm surprised. Was the version with
Khalees was released after, though?
I think the version with Khalees must have been after.
Yeah, because that was
2012.
I buy it.
Yeah. No, this isn't really my music taste, I have to admit. Like, I mean, part of it I think is because I'm not a singer. So I don't... Like, I do like it when a person has a nice voice. But I listen to a lot of music where the people aren't classically trained or anything trained. Like they objectively don't have good voices.
Whoa.
But I think that like no, this is a dig at my own people.
No, I know. I'm saying like I think a lot of the people you listen to do have good voices.
Well, they like from like a
maybe the healthy sound.
Yeah, they don't have the healthy sound. They don't have the healthy sound. Yeah,
I think that a lot of untrained people actually have like a naturally healthy.
No. They have. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like weird. Rougher. It's rougher. Like Fiona Apple, for example. Like she has a rough and like heavy voice. Yeah. Whereas I feel like someone like Lucy Rose. I almost said Lucy Greybeard. Lucy Rose has like this smoothness that I don't really gravitate towards. Like I actually,
she's like breathing through her face.
If something, I gravitate against it.
Really?
I don't know why.
Wait, that's interesting because when the song started playing, your initial reaction was, "Oh, I like this."
No, I do like it.
Uh-huh.
I do really like it. It's just not what I would normally listen to because I feel like. Oh, I have a question. Like when do you find yourself listening to this music? Is it while you walk? Is it like, do you have a certain like emotion attached to these kinds of songs, or is it different? Does it depend?
So let me start out by saying that Oceania is definitely shower music. It's definitely because it's like
interesting.
It's like shower, maybe potentially like point music if I was more in control of like the Bluetooth speakers that I have, like at the point when I go with people.
Okay.
Could You Help Me is an individual song. I think it's like a good morning song. I remember when Ellie put me onto it, I was listening to it like walking to like French at 9 in the morning. Like
that's a morning song.
Yeah,
it's a walking song.
I think it wakes you up too, and it's like it feels like a healthy way to like wake up too.
Also, it is so
because like my day, I feel like the day is like, could you help me? Like the progression of the song is more accurate of like what it's like what you kind of. It's what I want the progression of my day to be like at 9 in the morning. And like if it ends up being that way, like I could care less.
Yeah.
But like I remember there was this thing where people was like, oh my god, the music that I used to listen to when I was driving to high school at 7 in the morning, and like this is totally not what I would listen to like driving.
I'm curious, like how long do you listen to the same song? Do you have like phases, or do you have like a consistent sort of like backdrop of music that you like go back to again and again?
I think that I do have a consistent backdrop of music that I go back to. I listen to a lot of Slater. I listen to a lot of Spice Girls.
Oh.
I like groups because I'm like, oh, camaraderie, but also like
you're into Cat's Eye now.
Yeah. So I always do go back to like really like overproduced like pop music, like naturally.
Do you actually think it's overproduced?
No, I think it's produced, like, just enough, like, because it's, like, the people who are gonna listen to it are, like...
They want that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Wait, I've loved these 2 songs, and now we have a third.
We have a third.
Do you want to introduce the song?
So this is Lap Dance from Asia, and what is Asia? Who is Asia?
That's the big question.
Why is Asia?
Yeah.
Where is Asia?
Where is Asia?
That's the big question. Featuring Shy Girl by Kosha.
By Kosha. Alright.
Who is Irish?
Who is Irish?
She was a young girl, name was Asia, that's what she told me. She liked the real stuff, candy and the fish you never loved. She's independent, and I want her, thinks she wants me. She had her clothes on, but she took them all off, just left the panties. Now it's a lifestyle, steady closest play, and I don't wanna leave, I'm asking, baby, stay. I got this blood all around my waist, and I don't wanna leave unless you come with me. I don't want you.
I just wanna play real quick with you. Is that what you like? Anything I'll do. Get a little close to my feel with you. You get me just right, one touch and through. I just wanna play real quick with you. Is that what you like? Anything I'll do. Get a little close to my feel with you. You get me, you get me. Let me give you what you need. Let me tease till your eyes clear. I never ever any more committed to your memory. I just wanna feel your lust coming over me. It's a red run coming on. Give me more, give me all of your attention, all of me adored on the floor against the walls. Anywhere you like, and we like it too. It's just something like it's me, it's just me, it's just me, it's just me.
She was a bold girl, had opinions, that's what I like to see. But baby been low, swinging from a pole like a palm tree. I couldn't fight you, bitch, I like you, too enticing. But love was always in the end game, never plan B. And it's like everybody looking for the win, everybody looking for the end. Suddenly that all seems so trivial on my rates. Hanging from another balcony, struggling to get a little peace. Suddenly that don't mean, suddenly that don't mean.
I just wanna play real quick with you. Is that what you like? Anything I'll do. Get a little close to my feel with you. You get me just right, one touch and through. I just wanna play real quick with you. Is that what you like? Anything I'll do. Get a little close to my feel with you. You get me just right, one touch and through.
I don't want you to leave, just want you, baby, stay. I mean it, baby, girl. Just want you to leave, just wanted you to
I just want to play. Just want to play with you.
She was a young girl. Her name was Asia. That's what she told us. Us being, hi, I'm Daniel.
I'm Rhea,
I'm Leia.
and you're listening to WHPK
Chicago 88.5 FM, the pride of the South Side.
Okay, we just listened to a crazy song, Lap Dance from Asia featuring Shy Girl by Kosha.
Those are not real words.
No, they're not.
Kosha's her name.
No, I know.
I said it as if there were no pauses in between any of the words, which was my bad. But
But Kosha's a sound. It's like Kosha, but it's like
Yeah.
a name. I love it.
Well,
It's a good artist name.
when we were muted, we were having this debate over... Not debate. We were having a conversation, guys, about who Asia is, what Asia is, all these questions that Daniel kind of prompted us with going into this song. And let's air it out right now.
Like, I mean, I want to say Kosha's name is really good. Oh, because, like, you know, like, Evacuate the Dance Floor,
No.
Cascada. Like, that's a good name. Her artist name was Cascada. And so, like, I think that, like, I don't know. I got into Cascada probably in, like, 7th grade or something. Mm-hmm. It's like, evacuate the dance floor. I'm infected by your sound. And, like, because I wanted to go to a club when I was, like, 12 for no reason. And I have, like, a 30-year-old sister. So, good artist name. Anyways, but... Kosha starts out the song, she says, she was a young girl, her name is Asia, that's what she told me.
Okay.
And then, like, they're singing, and, like, I don't really know the points of views that they're singing from yet, because, like, it's, like, Shy Girl comes in, and she's like, I just want to play real quick with you. Is it anything you like? Then I'll do something like that. I actually don't know the lyrics that well. There's a lot of words. It's a very wordy song, but like,
Do you see it as a conversation?
I do. Like, let me actually pull up the lyrics
Here, I can take
because they're good.
It's a story.
Like it's it's not a song that like you want to learn the lyrics because like you want to learn the lyrics for yourself, but it's because
you want to
like,
know what's happening.
It's because like it's like literally like they're. It's like I'm being read to, but like with singing. I just want to play real quick with you. Is that what you like? Anything I'll do. Get a little close, I'ma feel with you. You got me just right, one touch, I'm through. And like, she says, you get me, you get me, cool, whatever. Let's go to... She was a bold girl. This is verse 3. She was a bold girl, had opinions. That's what I like to see. So, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. That lyric means a lot to me.
Wait, why?
Because it's like... Kosha likes Asia. Kosha likes Asia.
Kosha likes Asia the person?
Yes, but then sometimes Kosha is Asia too.
Oh. Well,
Wait, where's Kosha Asia?
I actually might have just made that up. I'm so sorry.
it's okay. It can be ambiguous. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I think Shy Girl is actually Asia. But it's the fact that it's like Kosha's song, so I'm like, does that not mean that like... No, that's actually not what that means. What is ownership?
Wow.
Yeah, throw that question out real quick. Wait, I think that what I was noticing, Daniel, when you were singing to this song while we were off air, you are such a detail-oriented person. Like, you really pick up on all of the sounds and the production in the background, which makes a lot of sense with you saying you really like listening to demos.
She said...
But I think you really pick up on the, like, sounds and intentions of the artist and producer that is creating songs.
Yeah.
Like, you're probably a producer's dream.
Oh.
Like, you are noticing everything.
I think that there's just, like, a lot to notice with this song, though.
There is. But, yeah.
Okay, she said, now it's our last dance, so they close this place, and I don't want to leave.
And what does
Unless
that mean
you come
to you?
with me. Like... Maybe it's because I was raised Christian and, like, I'm homophobic.
No, Daniel.
But it's like...
Retract that statement.
I was not raised Christian and I'm not homophobic.
Okay.
But, like... Are they Lebanese right here?
Okay.
Are they Lebanese on
I
that?
feel like that's pretty obvious. Yeah.
Like, but like, I think that's why I was like, oh, like Kosha's like Asia too, because I was just like, there's no way that she's gonna be like.
What? Why not?
I think also because like, Asia. There are some people actually named Asia. Like,
Okay.
I know a girl named Asia.
I'm gonna cut you off.
Please.
No, that was... I think
That's
that this
good.
debate is open for the public. Who is Asia? Which one is Asia? Is there an Asia? Anyways, this has been Finders Keepers on WHPK, Chicago 88.5 FM. We're reaching the hour, and we just want to say thank you so much for listening. We have a show every Thursday at 11 a.m. CST. I've been Rhea.
I have been Leia.
And today we had...
Daniel.
Thank you so much.
And keep an eye out, Hyde Park. You might be seeing some mysterious
Flyers.
signs.
We're looking for fall quarter guests. So if you're interested in being on our show in the fall, please reach out to us on Instagram, check out our YouTube, or just chat to us if you see us around. Anyways, thank you so much. Bye.